how to provision cloud infrastructure with HashiCorp Terraform. And these are the overview of what we are going to learn during the course of this class. HashiCorp is an infrastructure as code tool that lets you define both cloud and on-prem resources in human readable configuration file that you can version, reuse, and share. You can then use a consistent workflow to provision and manage all of your infrastructure throughout its life cycle. Terraform creates and manages resources on cloud platform and other services through their application programming interface APIs. Providers enable Terraform to work with virtually any platform or service with an accessible API. The core Terraform workflow consists of 3 stages where you define infrastructure in configuration file, or you also review the changes Terraform will make to your infrastructure. The third one is Terraform provisions your infrastructure and updates the state file. Why Terraform? First, it can manage any infrastructure, it can track your infrastructure, it can automate changes, you can use it to standardize configurations and also collaborate. As more of your organization adopts Terraform, your infrastructure provisioning workflows will need to change and adapt. And this is the lab we are going to do in this class. We are going to create a virtual machine scale set using Terraform. Then we are going to configure 2 autoscale rules that adjust to your application's capacity based on CPU load. So the first thing we need to do is to download the Terraform application, where I will do that from the Terraform website. Just to download and extract. And after extracting the application, I will copy the application and create a new folder for it in my program files, where I will name the new folder Terraform. Then in this folder I will paste the application that I copied, then copy the file path, then I'll put it in the environment variable, where I'll create new, then OK. And after that, I will launch my Visual Studio Code, then go to my terminal just to confirm the version of the Terraform that I just installed by typing terraform-version, and it will show you the version of the Terraform that we just installed. And the next thing to do is to go and copy the file we are going to use from GitHub repository. That's the file that contains the Terraform tutorial that I will use. So after copying the tutorial, I'm going to clone the repository on Visual Studio Code. So that's what I pasted there, and I need to create a folder on my local, which is where I'm clicking on that document, and I'm going to give it a name. So let me just name it, let me just say, okay, Azure Tutor. That's fine. Let me just select, and it opens a terminal that directs me to the location of the downloaded of the cloned resources. So the next thing is to now review all the files that we have in this. So let me first check for the compute.tf file. This is a Terraform file that we cloned from GitHub. So I just want to review and see. So here I don't want to use this is a Linux part, so I don't want to use SSH key, just for easy easy planning and application. So I just want to, I'll have to remove the SSH, and instead of using SSH I want to use password. This is just for test purpose, so we are not doing anything security per se like that. So let me just say admin password, then let me give a password, let me give it a password, let me just call it let me say equals to pass p at $, right, what, okay, 1 2 3, this is fine. So let me save this path. Then what else? Then I need to change that disable password authentication to false. Alright, so let me just save this one, then review, let me see. Okay, I think I'm good here. I'm fine here. So let me just check another file. Let me check the main.tf file. So here, main.tf file, there's something we need to do. Where you have features, you need to be able to let the Terraform and the Visual Studio communicate to your Azure portal. So this is what I want to do now. I'll have to create my subscription, link my subscription, But before you can even do this, there's a command for the service principal that you can use to get the values of whatever you're using here. So you can run that command az. I'll put the command below so that you can see it. You can use it, you can run it from your cloud shell on portal, then use the value in this configuration. So I will decide to use if let me just give all this one, hold on, id equals, so the value that I will get from that service principal is what I'm going to input here, right? So that's what I've done. Then I want to just review the other files. Okay, let me see. Autoscale. So we are coming to this autoscale. I won't touch it now. So let me just run that first. Let me see. Let me run that. So let me first. So the first thing, don't forget, the first thing we need to do is to initialize, right? So the code is written, so we just want to initialize it to see that everything is fine. All right, Terraform init. Okay. Okay. All right, that's fine. So the next one is to do Terraform plan. So this one will read through all the codes and see if there is any error, if there is any mistake. It will did something or correct something. All right, that's fine as well. So the last one is to apply, which is Terraform apply, and this one will run through the code, then that's through the deployment on your Azure portal. So I'll just give it yes. Okay, yes, that's fine. And you can see, just because there is no mistake in the initiation and the planning state, this will give us a good output, a positive output, let's say. So that's why I put my application, let's say. All right, I think that's fine. So let's just go to Azure portal to confirm that that is done. So let me go to my resource group. Let me see, it is supposed to be Terraform tutorial or something. Yeah, fine, we have it. So if you check this Terraform tutorial, you can see that is what we just deploy, from the Visual Studio Code. You can see all the instances, you can see network security group, you can see the virtual network, you can see our storage, OS disk. So that is what we just installed. In fact, the nick is there, everything is there. All right, so you can as well check from the Visual Studio Code. So let me use a command. This is the normal command, azvm list. So resource group, let me put Terraform tutorial. Okay, then let me just say output, let me make it table. All right, so let me see how many VMs do we have. VMSS. Okay, we're waiting. All right, so you can see we have 3 VMSS just because we run that command. And remember, we said we want to configure 2 autoscale rules that adjust applications capacity based on the CPU load. So that's what we are going to do here. That's what I'm going to, you can see the autoscale configuration. That's a .tf, the Terraform file for that autoscale. So we can see here that they've actually written everything here. Everything is written. However, it is being commented. So all I just need to do is to uncomment it and apply, initiate, and let it work. Let me see it in action. So I'll just remove the comment that has been applied. Let me just remove the other comments here, the part. All right, cool. So this is, I'll just control save this. All right, then I go back to Terraform init to just to initialize that, because I need that configuration to reflect. So then the other one, let me just plan it. Let me see, is it okay? All right, let me just let it read through my code. Okay, fine. I think it's running. Okay, cool, it's running. So let me now just apply. That's the third one. There are 3 stages. Terraform apply, and let me see how this will go. Okay, yes. Okay, enter a value. All right, let me see. Okay, and that is it. So you can see that resource added 0 added 1 change. So you can see that. So the next is to now go and check again. It's based on CPU load that we are checking. So let me just check the list of the machine that we have now. At least something should have happened because we are not using this machine. And so let me just see if anything affects the configuration and the list of what we have. So let me check how many machines do we VMSs we have in this um, in that resource group again. Let me see. Okay, table. Wow, just because we are not using the VMSS, so it has reduced it to 2 machines. If we keep testing this, it might eventually reduce it to 1 machine. So just because I'm done, this is just a lab and I don't want this to be incurring charges. So the the command to use is Terraform destroy. This would take this would delete everything that I just deployed on my cloud space. That it will get rid of the from the resource group level to the NIC to the machines to the instances, everything to the disk, everything you have on your Azure cloud. Terraform destroy. So as this command is running, I believe it's sweeping it off on my cloud platform. So let me just wait for this to be concluded, and I'm going to check from my Azure portal. Alright, cool. So we have 18 destroyed. So let me just go back to my Azure portal to confirm that truly they've been destroyed. Yes, so let me go resource groups. Let me refresh. You can see still okay. Let me just refresh. Fine. You see, it's gone just by using Terraform destroy. I hope you are able to learn one or two in this class, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.